Hey guys, what is up? RedPandaMining here. How you guys all doing? I hope you're all doing well and having a great day. In this video, I'm going to bring you guys some information regarding the Ethereum ProgPoW implementation and the audits, which have just been finalized, both the hardware and software audit by Least Authority and Bob Rao. I guess he did the hardware portion of it. And basically, the Ethereum cat herders were the ones that basically spearheaded the community to arrange this audit and just figure out if ProgPoW is really, good for Ethereum. I'm just going to read a little bit here from Hudson Jameson, and later on in the video, I'll talk about the summary and conclusions of these audits, as well as the network hash rate and my thoughts on what's going to happen to the hash rate once ProgPoW is implemented, and a few other things regarding the hash rate, so stay tuned for that. But anyways, I'm just going to read a little bit here from the Medium article written by Hudson Jameson. With Ethereum cat herders, they're getting the community together to figure out if the community wants to have ProgPoW implemented. And he says here, it is not the responsibility of the Ethereum cat herders to decide if ProgPoW is going to be implemented. That decision is up to the community, including miners, dApp developers, core developers, and those who run or use Ethereum software. We hope that this publishing these audits will help the community decide the best path forward. Now, I'll just give you guys my conclusion. My thought process of ProgPoW and moving to this algorithm or implementation, in my opinion, is a good thing. I think we should just do it. We've been beating around the bush for far too long now. Got to kick off the Bitmain E3 ASICs, okay? So that's just my quick stance on it. I don't know what some of you think about that, but let me know down below. Anyways, let's now review the summary and some conclusions here for the software and hardware audits. So we're gonna start with Least Authority, and they mentioned here. We're just gonna go with their summary here. I'm gonna read it word by word here, so you guys may fall asleep. If not, please enjoy. So here we go. Based on our review of the ProgPoW algorithm, we find that the code is accurate to its design and that it achieves its goals by more optimally utilizing GPUs than ETH algorithm. However, we caution that the future hardware advancements may potentially jeopardize this status. Our investigation and analysis found that ProgPoW's high-level design goals, summarized as GPU targeting and ASIC resistant, are reasonable towards achieving its intended economic effect. We found no major issues with the design appears to function as intended to encourage mining from diverse participants while preventing the concentration of mining influence. Ethash, the current proof-of-work algorithm used on the Ethereum network, already contributes to placing ASICs at a disadvantage. However, ProgPoW goes further to make energy used per hash less divergent between a GPU and a custom ASIC. As a result, in comparison to Ethash, we find that ProgPoW algorithm provides better overall security against centralized re-centralization, which is largely based on more optimal utilization of the overall features of a GPU. And I guess what they mean by overall features of a GPU is that this algorithm, ProgPoW, is a lot more core and memory dependent. So it's utilizing, I guess, both of those aspects of a GPU. Continuing, by preventing ASICs from outperforming GPUs, this encourages distribution of advantages in hardware development and therefore is likely better to defense against 51% attacks. ProgPoW's modified use of random math and parallelism, however, are approaches that have not been fully proven in the longer term, especially considering the fast advancements in hardware industry. Some additional review time is suggested for specific areas of concern, though this must be balanced with the risk present at the time of investigation. Regardless of the length of any given review and analysis of ProgPoW, the possibility remains that the algorithm's new approaches may be insufficient or become obsolete over time. So there's a bunch of stuff here, more in depth, I guess kind of like coding and that kind of stuff. Maybe you guys are interested, some of you guys are interested in that, but I'm not a coder by any means. So I'll have all this linked down below in the description if you guys want to read this audit. And just to conclude some stuff here from Least Authority, they have some suggested actions and discussions that should be considered and further explored by them, that they believe in their opinion. So they have one suggestion here: scrutinize the custom KESAC function. Suggestion 2: address the light evaluation method mining attack. That's interesting. Suggestion 3: create additional documentation. Suggestion 4: establish a security framework for evaluating ASIC resistance. Suggestion 5: monitor hardware industry advances. So those are the 5 different suggestions that Least Authority has has said there. Not proven. So I'll have this link down below if you guys are interested to read the rest of this. I think it's a pretty cool read in understanding how Least Authority went about just looking at this and reviewing and auditing the ProgPoW implementation. So now let's read the Bob Rao's report here. So this is the hardware portion of the audit for ProgPoW. So he's got some wonderful executive summaries here. So let's quickly go through. The ProgPoW algorithm works well to mitigate conventional ASIC strategies. Great. These focus on implementing the compute engines in silicon, memory still in off-chip DRAM, on the premise that domain-specific circuits are more energy efficient than general-purpose circuits. Random memory access latencies and energy expended to move data from DRAM to compute engines are the same for GPU or conventional ASICs. Interesting. Memory hardness, which is shared by both ProgPoW and EThash, with ProgPoW being 2 times that of EThash, dominates over compute in determining energy and hash rate. So I've showed you guys the benchmarks for ProgPoW, and definitely it utilizes more power consumption, and you guys notice that we had a lot less mega hash as well. But yeah, assuming that helps with ASIC resistance, why not? ProgPoW vastly increases the complexity and the inner loop compute and optimizes it to GPU data path, thereby further mitigating improvements possible with conventional ASICs. So there's a bunch of other stuff here, more in-depth stuff. Now I want to go and talk about his comparison here of GPU cards versus the ASIC EThash here. So he's got some video cards here. Apparently a MSI RX 470 8GB card, you can mine Ethereum EThash right now at about 20.6 mega hash at 65 watts. Interesting. I mean, I guess he doesn't have any overclock numbers here. I mean, generally I think this should be at 30 mega hash at least, at like 75 watts or 80 watts or something. But anyways, the ProgPoW mega hash you guys can see here is at 9.7, and the power consumption at 90 watts. Interesting. I'm gonna say with the riser and some other stuff, it's gonna add another 30 watts maybe, if that's the case. I'm not sure. And then you can see RX 580 11.4, GTX 1060 6GB card does 10.2. GTX 1070 does 13.7. 1070 Ti 13.9, not that much more. Now noticeable, pretty efficient card here. EVGA GTX 1660 Ti does 14.8 mega hash. Wow, at 120 watts, pretty efficient. I think I'm gonna buy a whole bunch of these soon. And then you got the RTX 2080 Ti 11GB card that does 35 mega hash. Wow, so you can buy 2 of these 1660 Ti's, or you can buy probably 4 or 5 1660 Ti's for the price of one 2080 Ti. The efficiency there, but the density though is not there. So anyways, and you guys can see here the Antminer E3. He spelled Altminer wrong. Antminer E3, 190 mega hash at 800 watts. And the InnoSilicon E10 ETHmaster 485 mega hash at 850 watts. Wow, pretty efficient. So yeah, in my opinion, I think we should move over to ProgPoW. We're pretty much there, in my opinion. We need to get rid of these 2 guys here and the Lindsay ASIC, which I talked about yesterday. So yeah, interesting. I think we just go ahead and conclusion, guys. It's from Bob Rao. He says the algorithm works well to mitigate ASICs. ProgPoW vastly increased the complexity of the inner loop compute and optimizes it to the GPU, data path, all that good stuff. But yeah, so there we go, guys. There's the audit, both audits. That probably took a long time. I hope you guys are still with me. But now, what do I think now? Is the Ethereum hash rate going to drop off considerably when ProgPoW is implemented in the Berlin hard fork, which is not announced yet on the date, but it is tentatively accepted as an EIP in the Berlin hard fork for Ethereum. Okay, so you can see here EIP 1057 ProgPoW. What do I think is going to happen to the hash rate? Obviously, it will be cut down considerably. Okay, looking at the mining pool stats.stream right now, we can see a lot of Chinese pools, a lot of Chinese domination here. Look at this, 8,319 miners, has about 43 terahash right now on Spark Pool, which is a Chinese pool. And I'm going to assume these are going to be a lot of Antminer E3s, maybe a lot of InnoSilicon A10s, which are really efficient, are pretty decent efficiency on Ethereum or ETH hash algorithm right now. So do I think the hash rate is going to drop considerably? Yes. What's my prediction of what the hash rate will be? Man, I don't know. There's a lot of GPU farms out there mining Ethereum, so you know what? I'm going to say like it's going to go back down to like, I don't know, with the A6 minus the A6, maybe 80,000 terahash? I'm not sure. 80,000 terahash, maybe I'm going to say between 30 and 80,000 terahash. That's my guess once ProgPoW is implemented. Watch it be like, it just goes all the way down to like 10 terahash or something crazy. That would be really funny. But anyways, guys, that's my prediction. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and hopefully learned a little bit what's going on with Ethereum and the ProgPoW implementation. I'm pretty excited. I just want this to be implemented now. It's been taking way too long. In my opinion, just kick off these ASICs. And I know I have a few ASIC miners in my channel, and I know a lot of you guys are invested in that. Ethereum, in my opinion, was always a GPU mining coin, GPU mineable coin. And to have ASICs just come in freely and try to dominate the markets, the hash rates and stuff, it's not cool. You know, we've started off with GPU mining, and I think it should stay that way. Helps with decentralization, all that kind of stuff. I mean, there's probably people out there with different arguments of centralization and GPU mining as well, AMD, NVIDIA, centralization, brand centralization, whatever. A lot of different arguments, but I'll talk about that another time. Anyways, guys, let me know what you think. I appreciate you guys for watching. If you stuck around to the end, let me know what you think. Smash the like button, all that good stuff, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good one, and peace out.